back to the channel. And I think these might have been some of the best target bin finds I've ever found because of one particular phone over here. But yeah, these actually might be the second best finds because the last target bin find video I did might be actually the best one. But like, here's the second best find I've ever found. The worst find was an iPhone 6. It's a 64 gig on iOS 10.3.2. It has good Touch ID. And it's on iOS 10.3.2 because you can see that. And it's a 64 gig and it's activation locked. And there's nothing really I can do with this besides maybe use the screen and the battery, since the battery is pretty good and has pretty good health. Like, I plugged into my computer and it has, I think, I plugged into Cognizant battery and it has like 87% health, so it's a pretty good battery. And the screen is good for parts, and it's kind of bent, but it's fine. It's a pretty good parts phone. And another good find is this iPhone 3GS. It works perfectly if I just turn on the brightness here. Sorry, wrong thing. Brightness, kind of slow, but here it is. It's an iPhone 3GS. It's a 16 gig. It's on iOS 6.1.6, and it's in pretty good condition. As you can see, it's just a little bit scratched up. And the only problem is that it's kind of scratched up on the back, and there's a little crack in it, but that's regular. And I did put my Apple ID on this, and I have a couple apps, like I have Spotify, Chrome, and I installed most of the apps. And the cool thing is that some apps like Instagram actually work, and also Spotify works. I was using it, and it's a pretty nice phone. I really like this one, and I'm gonna keep this phone. And yeah, I really like this phone. Pretty nice, and really good find. And I actually really like the 3GS. Like, I've never had a 3GS or a 3G before. And the only other old Apple product I've ever had is this old iPod, which is not that good. But I'll probably buy another of these 3GSs since I really like it. And yeah, I really like that phone. And yeah. And the next find, probably the best find, or one of the best finds ever, I think, is this Galaxy S7. If you remember, I unboxed a spec case for it a couple days ago. But here it is. I was waiting for the case to come so I can make a video on it, but it works perfectly. The fingerprint sensor works, everything works. There's no cracks or almost no scratches. There's just like one like scratch over there, if you can kind of see that. I don't think you can, but there's just like one scratch in the screen, and otherwise it's in perfect condition. The back is kind of scratched up, but it's fine. And the cool thing is that this is actually an Exynos model, and it has an Exynos processor, and it's also unlocked dual SIM, which is really good. And I'm pretty sure that someone just threw this old phone away. It's not really that old, but someone just threw this phone away because they probably upgraded to the S9 or the S10, and this was just their old phone, and they just threw it inside a target bin, which is really dumb. But okay, I found an S7 Edge, really nice, and this is one of my favorite phones, basically in my collection, and yeah, and I'll probably be keeping this one, unless I sell it. And I did sell both of my other S7s, so now I have an S7 Edge to replace them. Like, I used to have two S7s, and I have an Edge now, which is way better. And the weird thing about this phone is that it's actually stuck on Android 7, which really sucks, since I really hate Android 7. If I turn on the brightness more, if I go to About Device, it's stuck on Android 7. And I really want Android 8 on it, since I don't really like Android 7 at all. And if I search for updates, oh, network's not available. But if it was available, and if I had it connected to my Wi-Fi, then it's saying no software updates available. Which is pretty weird, but I guess it's fine. And this phone works perfectly, no bad ESN. And this might actually be one of the best target bin finds I've ever found. So, yeah. Some really good finds. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe down below, and peace.